Coach, I am willing to do whatever it takes, but I won't do that. Now, this is something that I hear more often than not in regards to someone's goals, someone's ambition, someone's drive, someone's dedication to the plan. And of course, we're always going to bias our emotional wants, our emotional desires, the things that excite us and the things that we believe are going to give us the most progression. So guys, welcome back to another educational short. And of course, I'm going to be going over the things that we're not willing to do, or the mindset behind wanting to do everything possible other than the things that we're not really interested in, or the things that don't ignite excitement. And of course, there's aspects to bodybuilding, there's aspects to physique development which are less appealing or, less exciting than others, but they lead to the same level of progression. Now, if as a coach, I was like, right, we're gonna train all the sets, all the way to failure, we're gonna bang in loads of PEDs, of course this is gonna bring about excitement, because people are gonna associate that higher level of effort, higher level of PEDs, higher level of food is gonna bring about excitement, because they're gonna associate progression with that increase. Now, if I was to turn around and said, right, we're gonna do a rapid fat loss, we're gonna take away all the carbs, or we're gonna drop into our maintenance phase and we're gonna take away all the PEDs, or we're gonna go for 2 weeks of active rest, 1 week of a full deload, 1 week of reduced volume, reduced intensity, it doesn't sound as appealing. It sounds a little bit boring. It sounds a little bit mundane. But what about that changes the mindset of, I'm willing to do whatever it takes? Because you have to remember, our sole objective here is to get you the best results, to put you in the best position, to get your physique running optimally. So we're not doing it to take away progression. We're not doing it to regress all the hard work that you've put in. This is gonna land you in a far, far better place. But because our emotional response or our mental association within that is leading us to believe that that's going to take us away from our goals or put us in a detrimental spot, and we're going to lose muscle, or we're going to lose strength, it's going to bias our emotion to say, actually, that's not something I do want to do. And we might mask it with the phrase of, oh, it's because I don't enjoy it. Sadly, when it comes to physique development, not all of the process is enjoyable. Not all of the process is going to be rainbows, butterflies, sunshines, and daffodils. Like, there are going to be parts of it that fucking suck. There are going to be parts of it that are very hard. And, a saying that resonates very well with me is, the physique doesn't give a shit what you like. It doesn't care what you want. Sometimes we have to do things that potentially go against what we bias or what we want, or what we find attractive and interesting. Let's say, for example, you absolutely love cheese. Okay, I don't know why anyone would absolutely love cheese, but let's say you absolutely love cheese, but cheese completely ruins your digestive system. It causes gas, it causes inflammation, it causes bloating, it causes diarrhea. Are you going to continue to eat that and let it impact your progress and let it impact your body's ability to absorb nutrients and take on food and recover and repair? Or are you going to say, actually, do you know what? I'm going to take this one on the chin, I'm going to take away cheese, and I'm going to replace it with another fat source. It's very simple. Like, sometimes we have to take away that emotional response. We have to take that emotional bias or that want and desire and do the things that is required to land us optimally, to keep our level of progression going. And we can mirror that to any variable when it comes to physique development. Deadlifts, for example, something that most bodybuilders absolutely love because it's the big ego lift. It makes us feel absolutely insane because we're these big, powerful cavemen. We post it on social media, we get loads of love and attention for it. But if it's putting us in a poor stance of recovery and absolutely annihilating our central nervous system and impacting mindset and impacting the central nervous system and impacting digestion, because stress will impact all of these, is it beneficial to us? Is it landing us in the most optimal place? Are we even executing the movement properly, or are we just picking up and banging weights down? You know, we have to remember that tension and intensity and actual execution plays a part in this as well. And yeah, of course, a cable row doesn't look as bougie and advantageous on social media, but social media doesn't give a shit about your physique. Your physique doesn't give a shit about social media. It cares about what is going to give it the most ingredients, if you would, to make the best results. So sometimes we do have to take a step back and say, is what I'm doing, or is my mindset all or nothing? Am I willing to do all the things possible to put myself in this position? And of course, we don't have to be 100% if you're not looking to be a top level competitor. I'm more referring to people who are looking for taking their physique to that next level, taking their physique and competing in bodybuilding goals to that next level. The people who want to win swords, the people who want to win cards, the people who want to turn pro, that pro mindset, they're the people that I'm directing this one to. And if you want to achieve those goals, you have to be willing to do whatever it takes at any cost. And that doesn't just mean, yep, I'm going to take every drug under the sun and worry about my health afterwards. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to, we have to be able to silence that voice inside our head that says, actually, I don't want to do that. Actually, I don't enjoy doing this. Actually, you know, I prefer doing this. This is more fun, because they're not going to land us in the most optimal places. They're not going to put us in that line of potentially turning pro. You know, there are people out there willing to do whatever it takes at any single cost, at any given time. They will literally follow. I've got clients that if I turn around and said, right, meals 1 to 5, shit with sugar on it, they'll say, yeah, cool. How many spoons of sugar? How many grams of shit? Like, this is the mindset that you have to have if you want that ultimate, unattainable end goal. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes. And that sometimes means doing the things of pulling back, doing less steps, doing less cardio, eating more food, eating less food, training less, taking rest, taking recovery, taking time away from the gym. Sometimes doing the things that mentally we struggle to get our head around, because it's not something that feeds into that emotional bias or that sort of action that gives that dopamine fix instantly. Like, who wants to sit around and rest? It is boring. We love to train hard, but we can't always do that. We need to take the time off. We can't always run PEDs excessively high. We have to take time away from that. You know, there are other variables to this that need to be managed and need to be executed. And if you want to achieve those big goals, you have to have that all or nothing mindset with every single variable. You have to be willing to do the things and whatever it takes and whatever it costs at any given point with everything, whether you want to do that or not. Because like I say, the physique doesn't give a shit what you want. It knows what it needs. It responds off of accurate, precise data, precise execution. If you need to rest and your body needs to rest, rest. Because that's what it needs. It's not what you want, it's what the physique needs. Same with training. If you need to adjust movements, if you need to adjust movement patterns, if you need to adjust food, adjust it, because that's what the physique needs. And it's not what we want, it's what's going to land us in the most optimal place. So ask yourself, guys, are you willing to do whatever it takes? Or are you going to let that emotional bias take control and hold you back from what potentially could be coming? Guys, as always, much love, stay blessed, and I'll catch you for another episode soon.